What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here. And yes, I'm still here. Somehow it has been a hell of a few weeks. So I'll get to all of what happened later. First, I did want to confirm yes, obviously my microphone is still working. I managed to figure out the issue. And by I mean a friend of mine who is much better when it comes to technical stuff. I'm going to go ahead and put the link down to his YouTube channel and his Twitch channel. He's not doing a whole lot of stuff, but I know he wants to get back into it soon. But Zander is a great guy, fantastic friend, and definitely helped me out. So if you don't care about all this stuff, don't worry. I'm just going to quickly skim through it. But essentially, I was having issues with my cord being broken, and I bought a cord to replace it. Still wasn't working because it turns out my USB port in my microphone is just shot. So I tried an XLR port. It still didn't seem to be working. So I had him look at it, and then he found out apparently the XLR port is working. I just have to put it through a sound mixer. So he lent me one of his that he is not currently using. So I have an option now. But yeah, the USB port being shot does suck because it was very convenient the way it was set up. Obviously, I didn't have to put the microphone through something else to get it to work. And on top of that, I was actually able to hear myself if I had my headphones in and was connected to the microphone. I can't do that anymore. The only way to do it now would be to hear myself through OBS, but there's like a delay. So it doesn't feel right. It's very distracting to hear myself speak after I speak. So yeah, just not really a fan of this current setup, but it's something I have to get used to because it's my only current option. So here we are. I managed to find a way to still make it work, the help of a great friend, and we're going to do our best. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a life/channel update because I've had a lot going on. So I kind of wanted to tell you guys a little bit about it. So first of all, Dragon Con is kind of where a lot of this started. This kind of the last fun thing that's happened to me recently. Yeah, Dragon Con was a lot of fun. Got to dress up in costumes with my girlfriend. It was a good time. Got to meet some really cool people there as well. First and foremost, my Marvel loving heart was very ecstatic to see both Brett Dalton and Ming Na Wen there from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Kobe Smulders was also there, so that was kind of fun to, even though I know her more as Robin from How I Met Your Mother, it's still cool to see Maria Hill there. So that was a lot of fun. On top of that, I got to meet some awesome voice actors, Patrick Warburton, Ross Marquand, who I did meet before, but I got to talk to him again, and then also got to meet Rob Paulson and talk to him. So a lot of fun experiences there. But another really cool thing this year was last year I actually got to get a picture with Elijah Wood, Sean Astin, and Andy Serkis. This year Elijah Wood did come back. I didn't get to talk to him, but I did get pictures with both Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan. So I have had pictures with all the Hobbits and Smeagol. So that's a really fun thing for me, and just a lot of this stuff just makes my nerdy heart so happy because getting to see these actors that have brought so many awesome characters to life, and being an aspiring actor myself and getting to see these people who done such an amazing job with their craft, it's always a fun time for me. Really fun experience, and again, probably the last fun thing that's happened to me in these past few weeks. Because yeah, after Dragon Con, things got a little bit rough. Starting with, if you didn't see my post about it, I ended up slipping and falling on some stairs at a friend's house. They have hardwood stairs, and I was wearing socks. Thankfully, I was basically at the next to last step, so it's not like I fell down the stairs, but I did land pretty hard on my back on the stairs. And I wasn't really sure what was wrong, but I definitely didn't feel right after the fall. And I thought it was related to the fall I had. But as it went on, my back started to feel a bit better, but I still didn't feel great. I felt like I was coughing a lot. I felt like there was a lot of mucus buildup, and it wasn't a good feeling. So after I managed to go get checked out by a chiropractor, I found out that whatever was going on with my what felt like chest area was not related to the fall. So then I got checked out by a real doctor, and turns out I had some sort of upper respiratory infection. So had to deal with that. Had to take meds for that. Unfortunately, the cough is still here, and you might be able to hear it a little bit in my voice. If you watched my most recent Final Fantasy VII Rebirth videos, you definitely heard it in those videos. So I'm still recovering a bit from that. Thankfully, my voice does sound a bit better. I used to sound like basically like I've been smoking for years. So I do feel a lot more comfortable recording. However, I'm going to be coughing a lot. So expect a lot of cuts like that one right there because I had to cough. But it's the only thing that's stuck around. I do feel better all around. But then, of course, as I was starting to feel better, that's around the time that I had the microphone issues and I wasn't able to record for that. So it's definitely been a rough few weeks because of that. I know it sounds kind of silly considering how small my channel is and how few views I get for most of my videos, but this is such a fun outlet for me to just be able to record my playing games and talk through it and give my thoughts on shows and watch Chelsea, and especially with how Chelsea have been recently, I've definitely wanted to talk about them now. It was one of those I felt kind of depressed that I felt like I wasn't going to be able to do this for a while at least. And I know it may sound silly to some, but this has been such a fun outlet, and I really do appreciate all the views I've been getting recently from everybody that's been watching. If you've left any comments, if you've left any likes, it does mean a lot because I am I am trying to work hard and do a good job of making this channel fun to visit. Even if not many people visit it, I still want those few people that visit to have a good time. So not having this or not thinking I was going to have this definitely put me in a sour mood. I'm glad that I can continue on. I'm glad that I can continue to go forward and keep making content. And I hope you guys are excited to see more of that because that's part of why I'm doing this. Part of it is for me, but part of it is for you guys. And if you enjoy this, then hope you really have a good time with it. But yeah, looking forward to the channel and what videos you can expect soon. I am going to be making a Chelsea kind of review of the past few games, more of like a quick wrap up and my thoughts of where they are right now because things have obviously changed a lot since I last did a video on Chelsea. So that's if you're a Chelsea fan, if you want to hear some of my thoughts, you can expect that coming soon. For anybody that's watching my Let's Plays, Final Fantasy and Persona 3 will continue this week. I'll probably continue on my normal schedule where Final Fantasy will be Mondays and Thursdays, Persona 3 will be Wednesdays and Saturdays. So my first video will be on Thursday this week. Final Fantasy starting there and then continue on my normal schedule. For anybody that likes to watch my TV show reviews, I am going to go into my Netflix shows next. First, starting with finishing off Series of Unfortunate Events. We've got one season left. Kind of excited to see how it all comes to an end. But the other thing is, I am going to watch Avatar The Last Airbender, the live action series on Netflix. I've heard good ish things about it. I've heard that it's obviously not the same as the animated show, which is no surprise. I mean, you cannot recreate what the animated show has. However, I have heard that it's a decent representation. It's a good adaptation for the most part. I have heard about some of the changes. I know there's going to be a couple that are going to frustrate me, but for the most part, I've heard it's a pretty good time. So I'm excited to look into it and see how they did with it. Definitely not hard to be better than the M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong version of it, but I don't know. I am intrigued to see what changes they made. What do they keep the same? How do these live action actors do? It's something that I'm kind of curious about. So those will be the next two shows you can look forward to. And then the final thing is obviously I have not talked about Atlanta United for a long time, but I do think I am going to finally kind of give my thoughts about the Atlanta United downfall that we've had and maybe a look ahead to some of my thoughts about how the team can improve now that we've gotten rid of, in my opinion, some of the problem areas that were a part of the club. But I do want to do a little bit of a look into why the club has hit the lows that it has in the past few years and kind of explain my thoughts on where they went wrong and what decisions that were made that, in my opinion, took us from the championship winning team in our second year to where we are now, where we're probably not even going to make playoffs this year. If you're an Atlanta United fan and maybe you stuck around because you thought, maybe he'll talk about him again eventually, look forward to that. I don't think I'm going to give any reviews for Atlanta United games. I'm not even watching games right now because they're not fun to watch. They're very boring. Lack of quality is very apparent on the field. So I'm just not really feeling like I want to review right now because a lot of my opinions are going to be, well, this player's not good enough. This player's not good enough. This player's not good enough. And we don't have a manager really. I don't want to be a huge negative Nelly. And I know Atlanta United fans would not appreciate all of that, especially considering how negative I think the fan base feels at the moment. But I do kind of just want to give some thoughts about how things went wrong. Look forward to that. Expect that coming soon. I don't know exactly when, maybe this weekend. But yeah, that's kind of it for me. I'm again very glad that I can be here and very appreciative for anybody that watches my channel, anybody that does want to see more and is enjoying and is entertained. I'm glad that I can give some entertainment because that's as somebody that wants to be an actor, wants to bring people joy and maybe bring some people some sadness sometimes because that's part of acting too. You have to bring all the emotions out of people. But yeah, I really do appreciate just having this outlet of something that I can do that is more of a hobby, is not something that I'm trying to make a career, because I know trying to get into YouTube right now is a stupid idea. So trust me, I'm not trying to do that, but it is just fun for me to do. So thank you so much for just making me feel like somebody is there watching. With all that being said, let me know down in the comment section below, what are some things you would like to see coming soon. Obviously, I've already got some ideas of where I'm going next with my TV show reviews and what games I'm going to play next. But if you have any down the line that you want me to get to, please let me know in the comment section. I'll do my best to get to them as quick as possible. Also, leave a like and subscribe if you're excited to see what comes next. And if you're happy I'm still here, just to let me know that you guys do enjoy my stuff, because sometimes I do question that in my down moments. But with all that being said, though, I hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.